What's up, everybody? It is Thursday. It's time for Put Me In, Coach, here in the Ozarks First Plus studios. Jesse Inman, joined as always by Chris Pinson, and our main man, Caleb, running things back behind the motherboard back there. Chris, how you doing, my friend?
Jesse, it may or may not be Judgment Day in more ways than one. I'm going to leave that as a little foreshadowing, but hey, baby, it's Thursday. It's our last day of great weather, so I'm in shorts. I'm in a collared shirt. Today should be a great day, but it may not end so well. We'll see.
Man, it's a shame we're inside today. I took tomorrow off. What a mistake.
Ooh, what is it, 41 for the high tomorrow?
Yeah, it's tough. 52 is what I had forecasted at midday. What I saw, I didn't forecast anything.
Are you a meteorologist, though?
Nope. Don't claim to be. Would never want that on my plate, baby. We got a fun show for you here today. We got some things to get to in Chiefs Kingdom. It is the off season, but as we addressed last week, the NFL never sleeps.
That's right.
So some things with possible reunions, some trouble once again for another Chiefs player, and then the face of Chiefs Kingdom helping out the team once again with a contract extension. Plus, talking about a little bit of U.S. men's and women's hockey. We have live action going on right now.
Live action,
baby.
action.
And then also the Chicago Bears. They're kind of an up-and-coming threat in the NFC, but they may have a new home soon, kind of like the Chiefs.
So what?
You know, we're talking about. So we'll talk about that. Plus, we'll give you some baseball notes, just a quick rundown of the lineup for what you can expect this weekend in baseball land. And then we're talking Daytona 500 results with our main man, Ryan Land, who is one of our producers here, a NASCAR aficionado. So we're going to talk to him about that. And, of course, you know we're going to get into this week's Put Me In Coach Challenge, where we decided to test our mettle on the racetrack and burn some rubber. Because, Chris, what's the old saying? Rubbing, son?
Rubbin's racing.
Rubbing is racing.
Rubbin's racing.
Yes. And
R.I.P. Robert Duvall.
There you go. R.I.P. Robert Duvall. Let's start, though, with some Chiefs news here. Okay, Tyreek Hill has been released, and I shouldn't even call this Chiefs news, but this is kind of the conclusion everybody jumped to immediately, Chris. Tyreek Hill released by the Miami Dolphins coming off a major injury. Some people think it could be career-ending. I don't know, but I don't think Tyreek seems to see it that way. Released by the Dolphins, people are clamoring, Chris. Do we have a Chiefs reunion on our hands with Tyreek Hill? What are your thoughts?
The answer most fans want to say is yes, because he's only 32 years old, and we know the last couple seasons he was amazing. But at 32 years old, he's now coming off a torn ACL, a dislocated kneecap, obviously some legal issues in Miami.
Yeah.
And the question is, and another subject we're about to get to as well, you've already got Rashee Rice on the fence with legal stuff. He's a great talent, but can't keep his nose clean. This guy's kind of the same way. And between his, legal challenges, his off-the-field stuff with relationships, no offense, I think the shine on a once superstar meteoric rise in the Cheetah might be a little dim for me if I'm the Chiefs brass. I don't know if I want the Cheetah back in my locker room.
I don't think so. And as a Chiefs fan myself as well, I would say I'd lean toward no. No thank you on the Tyreek Hill reunion. Because, you kind of hit it on the head there. Like, they already have the roles filled that he would bring to the table.
Yeah.
They've already got a troublemaking wide receiver who has been in legal trouble, possibly, and now facing more allegations as of this week, which those are, at this point, allegations.
Allegations.
So we'll talk about what those are and lay them out. And then they also have a undersized, speedy wide receiver on the roster who's younger, healthier, and at
way
this
less
point,
troublesome.
Yeah, less troublesome so far. So, and that would be Xavier Worthy. So for me, I'm leaning no, especially because I don't know what the number is going to be like as far as what he's going to want to get paid. And I don't know when he's going to be available again, Chris. He may not even be available until late this season, if at all, because he's still got to get another surgery for this injury. So, yeah, I'm leaning toward no.
Yeah, I just don't want it.
On Tyreek Hill. 2 years ago.
Because, no offense, the Chiefs, I understand a lot of people think the passing game is the issue, but I don't think it is. I think mainly you get the running game going, the
Yeah.
passing game opens up. So again, Tyreek was great. That era was incredible, but he's now 32 years old, and every day he's growing older. Just my 2 cents.
That's right. Rasheed Rice. Let's talk about his situation because it kind of, yeah, it kind of goes hand in hand with the conversation we're having here in a lot of ways. So, Rasheed Rice facing more than $1 million lawsuit after his ex-girlfriend and mother of his 2 children accused him of physical abuse over the course of their relationship. Court records claim on multiple occasions between December of 2023 and July of last year, Rice physically assaulted his then-girlfriend at their homes in Texas and Missouri. And, we saw some pictures that were floating around social media a few months ago of what she alleged were, I guess,
Domestic violence.
evidence of domestic violence. So, and claims that she was making. And the response from, obviously the Chiefs have said they're aware of the allegations. They don't have a comment on it, but the legal defense for Rasheed Rice stating that, kind of bringing up an old testimony from this lady saying that, kind of goes against what she is now alleging. So there's not really a ton to say about this other than more trouble for a Chiefs player in the offseason. It seems inevitable every offseason for the Chiefs. They have someone getting in some sort of legal trouble.
Right.
So,
And the problem is, right, when it comes to sports, right, whether it's sports or entertainment in that same vein, right, as a fan, you always say, well, we hope it's not this case, right, because in the past, it could be a cash grab. It also could be 100% legitimate. So you don't actually know really what to believe about the situation because of how tenuous it is.
Yeah.
But we know one thing, as you just pointed out, whether it's him speeding down the highway, endangering lots of people, or it's now this issue coming up. Something about the offseason just does bring about trouble for players. We don't know what it is, but former Chiefs head coach Herm Edwards said it best one day on ESPN. The offseason is the scariest time for team owners and GMs because they can't account for where the players are because they have their own free will and their own schedule. And again, whether Rasheed Rice did this or not, nobody knows. But this is going to take some time to sort out. And again, it's not a great look for him or for the Chiefs.
nope, it's sure is not. And on the field, it's just been injury and kind of inconsistent play for me. He's just on the field. He's dollar store Deebo Samuel. So I don't know. That's how I look
like,
at it.
if you're Mahomes, do you legit pick up the phone and go, bro, what is the issue? This is another offseason where you got a major legal issue. What is so hard about playing the game, getting paid, and trying to stay healthy? Why is that so hard?
Yeah, I doubt Mahomes cares. I'm sure he cares.
I hope he does.
I doubt he's taking it to that level.
I don't know.
And another thing, but on Mahomes, which is where we're going next here, Patrick Mahomes, selfless, always bringing Chiefs fans good news. Patrick Mahomes has restructured his contract yet again, kicking the can down the road. The greatest contract in sports. Creating $43 million in cap space for the Chiefs, who are in deep doo-doo headed into this offseason as far as the cap goes. But kicking it down the road, converted it to a signing bonus, yada, yada, yada. Cap, in some ways, is a myth, as they say. So now people are talking like, well, what do they do with that money? And what other cuts are coming? Jawan Taylor, is he going to be one of the next cuts? The right tackle who's faced some penalty issues and things like that?
False starts, yeah.
Yep.
I saw Mike Dana might be somebody they might think about letting go. Here's the problem. And look, this is no disrespect to Mahomes or any quarterback that, of course, is rightfully due what they've owed.
Yeah.
But I thought Tom Brady said the blueprint pretty well. You don't need to be the highest paid quarterback in the league because you're going to make your money. You're going to have your endorsements. And when you have more for the rest of the team to eat from the pie, you can keep a lot of guys you need. And no offense, Jesse, but you can't tell me the Chiefs have gotten better by letting a few players go. And I know they made it work, but in the long run, letting go of guys that are turning into perennial Pro Bowlers and top of the heap guys in their position, it doesn't look great, all because you got a couple guys making a lot of money and everybody else ain't got enough.
Mm-hmm. And now people are wondering, well, does this kind of clear the path for a deal to get done with Travis Kelce? So I don't know. We'll see. Still no answer from Kelsey on whether he's coming back.
By the way, real quick, did you see what Chris Jones tweeted out today?
Yeah, he told somebody to shut up
That's right.
about they should let Kelsey go.
Oh yeah. Who was it? Mike Tannenbaum, the former Jets GM, was like, Kelsey should be let go by the Chiefs, and Chris Jones just put, "Shut up."
Yeah.
Love that. Applaud.
Yeah. 2 minutes left here before break. Let's talk U.S. hockey. Men's and women's. Here comes the men.
Let's go, baby.
The men beat Sweden in OT the other day. It was yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I'm getting
it
my
was.
day. This week's flying by. Quinn Hughes with the game winner in overtime. By the way, 3-on-3 overtime's interesting to me.
Yeah, it's the NHL does have that model at first in overtime, or I guess like second overtime, which I like. But same time, 3-on-3. Little open, like I guess they wanted to go quicker, but I'm always a fan of the shootouts. I like shootouts.
Yeah, maybe a little easier to score and maneuver around. The men, by the way, haven't medaled since 2010 and no gold since 1980. Miracle.
It's been
Nice,
that
right?
long since we won a gold medal in hockey.
Been a long time. Been a long time.
Wow.
But they will now face Slovakia, the Slovaks, in the semifinal. That one is tomorrow. Right now, though, the U.S. women are in a gold medal matchup taking on Canada.
Let's go.
Fierce rival. Let's go, ladies. Bring it home for the U.S.
USA.
They have outscored their opponents 31-1 in this Olympics.
Lock it in.
Let's freaking go. Bring home the gold, ladies.
Bring it home, ladies.
Want to see it. Their last gold was in 2018. By the way, they've faced Canada in 6 gold medal matchups all time, and the Canadians are 4-2 all time. So this is the 7th matchup.
Yeah, well, guess what? Canada hasn't won a Stanley Cup in 30 plus years, baby. Let's go, USA. Woo!
Let's go. Red, white, and blue.
USA.
All right.
USA.
After the break, we're going to quickly hit this Chicago Bears news, possibly opening the door to go to Indiana. We'll give you some baseball notes, and then we'll be joined by Ryan Land, and we'll give you some breakdown of Daytona 500 plus our Put Me In Coach challenge. Boy, we got to hustle through this next segment. We'll be right back here on Put Me In Coach. All right, we're back. Chicago Bears, folks, could be moving to Northwest Indiana. Soldier Field, an old relic of a stadium at this point. I think second oldest after Lambeau. But some news this week that could clear the way for them to move to Northwest Indiana. We've got an article about it here from WGN, our sister station in Chicago. Indiana lawmakers have taken a pretty big step, advancing Indiana Senate Bill 27, which would help create an authority to help finance a new stadium, likely in Hammond, Indiana. Not far. What, about 20 minutes, we said, Chris?
About 20 or 30 minutes, basically, right? If you know where Chicago is, it's legit basically like southeast. So it's barely across the Illinois-Indiana border. But much like the Chiefs, it's within a half hour's distance, but it's a half hour difference. You feel me?
Yeah, it is. And a lot of history walking out the door there at Soldier Field.
And think how much money, how many billions of dollars of impact Chicago earns every year from the Bears playing in Illinois. You go across the state line, again, that's Indiana's money now.
Mm-hmm. They'll still be the Chicago Bears.
Oh,
though,
for sure,
you
yeah.
know. It's it's very similar to the Chiefs situation on the surface to me. So we'll see if that comes to fruition. I know a lot of Bears fans who are probably going to be upset because the Bears have been looking to build a new stadium by the lake for a long time, and it's just not come together. So
okay, well, put it this way: if you look, right, I was doing some research on this for like the last 5 years, right, kind of like how the Chiefs have, like the last few years, Chiefs were trying to get this thing done to stay in Missouri. The Bears the same way in Chicago, and within 2 months, the government of Indiana said, "Hey, we'll put this together." Boom. What do you think? I mean, no offense.
Yeah.
If you're gonna drag your feet, and someone comes across with a pretty sweet deal, who are you going to take?
Yep. It's like, with the Chiefs, in Missouri kind of, screwed around.
Right, with the star bonds and the vote.
Yeah, Missouri screwed around at the county level, the local level, and the state level. And so now they get to watch everyone else date their girlfriend. And Kansas is wooing them. So anyway, I could go on and on about the Chiefs. We did, actually. Go back and watch our old episode from Christmas Eve, December 24th.
Right.
We took live callers, talked to season ticket holders. Baseball just around the corner, Chris. Let's talk some diamond, some web gems. I don't know. We're talking some Diamond Dust.
God, do I miss baseball tonight.
Yeah, I do too.
What a great program.
Chris, Missouri State big series ahead this weekend.
Big series, yeah. So, right, the Bears will now play their third series, if you want to call it that. Last weekend, they went on the road to Louisiana, took 2 out of 3. Then on Tuesday night, they turned around and played Oral Roberts, smoked them 11-0. And now this weekend, you get your first real test. It's on the road. It's at Ole Miss in Oxford in the Grove. Again, that's the first of 3 SEC teams that this Mo State Bears team will play this season, and it should be a great series. Again, early season test. Both teams still trying to figure out, the rosters because there's always turnover nowadays. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Caven Bogenpol, Max Knight, and that whole team that Joey Hawkins has, how they're going to debut against one of course the best premier teams in the SEC. Should be a great series.
Yeah, a good test for the Bears. Also, the Royals and Cardinals. They start spring training this weekend. Royals tomorrow, Cardinals on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Getting closer to opening day. Let's shift gears here. And
wow, very nice. Very
Thank
nice,
you.
pun intended.
Hey, thank you. I get one every now and then. Ryan Land joining us now, and we're going to talk a little NASCAR. Ryan, welcome back, my friend.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Always,
Appreciate
always. Daytona 500 is behind us, the Great American Race, and Tyler Reddick walking away with the championship there at Daytona. What did you think of the race this weekend?
I thought it was a really good race, pretty interesting. It was actually somewhat of a little bit of a quieter race toward the end there. Typically, you'd see all the big crashes toward the very end of the race, but some of them happened in the early stages of the race. But no, it was a really good race.
Yeah. And there was like a 15-car wreck or something, like 10 or 15 cars.
Yeah,
I feel
right.
like there was a
right
big
near the
one.
end of the second stage.
Yes, near the end of the second stage there. That was just a product of racing hard there for the end of the second stage. Of course, stage points are out online there. So, yeah, that was a pretty intense wreck.
Right. So, I know Hamlin got caught in that. William Byron, who's going for the three-peat, he got caught. They both were able to make it safely through. The end of the race, though, right, where Reddick was the one that came out ahead, where you had Chase Elliott in there. I mean, you had quite a little pack going towards that last lap. What do you think about the way that Reddick was able to I guess, dodge and evade that crazy little 6-car pileup before he crossed the finish line?
That was just so crazy. I mean, you always expect those crashes to happen at the end of those races. There's 3 super speedways that NASCAR goes to. But you know what? That was just a product of really good driving. These are some of the most professional race car drivers on the planet is what they're dubbed as. But it's so awesome just to see Reddick. This is his first Daytona 500 victory in his career. It's also, he drives for Team 2311 Racing.
Yeah.
That's right, the Jordan
MJ,
brand.
baby. Yeah. How big is this for Michael Jordan?
He was so thrilled in victory lane. I was watching the post-race coverage there on Fox on Sunday, and he just had a big smile on his face after the race. He was celebrating with the team there in victory lane, and what a cool accomplishment for him. He's been a NASCAR fan for so many years, and to be able to have a team, he started this team back in 2021.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And it's their first ever Daytona 500 victory in their 6th start in the race. It's just so cool. And, to see the smile on his face is just so awesome.
Oh, it meant a lot to him.
And
For
now
sure.
LeBron's going to have to start a NASCAR team
That's right.
and win a Daytona to catch
That's right,
Jordan.
the chasm keeps growing, baby.
That's crazy. Well, yeah. Hey, quickly here, what's next on the NASCAR schedule?
So this Sunday, the NASCAR Cup Series is going to Echo Park Speedway there in Atlanta, Georgia.
Ooh, okay.
A lot of NASCAR fans will typically remember the track as Atlanta Motor Speedway. They just did a rename of the track last year to Echo Park Speedway. But yeah, they'll be there this Sunday. The race is on Fox. The NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series is also going to be in the Atlanta area. So, and that race will be on the CW this Saturday as well.
Sweet.
Man, just sit down and pop some popcorn and watch
it.
some races.
So get some cold drinks.
Good stuff.
There
Watch
you
them go in
go.
circles.
All right, Ryan. Well, hey, man, thanks for popping in and talking some NASCAR. I had to follow up after last week.
Yeah,
so.
for real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was an awesome race, and you know what? The season's going now. It's a long season, and we'll just see what happens.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, I can't
We'll
wait.
check back in with you. Not a lot of commentary, needed for our next segment here because Chris and I, we saw that awesome finish at Daytona and thought we've got to get out on the racetrack ourselves. So we did just that, sort of. Take a look.
Oh boy.
It's time for this week's Put Me In Coach Challenge. coming off a pretty awesome Daytona 500 finish, we thought we've got to take our chances behind the wheel, and we thought to ourselves, where are we going to go for this? And the answer to that is incredible food and fun here in Springfield. They've got the go-karts ready to roll for us, Chris.
Yes, they do. And here's the deal. We're going to go against each other 8 laps. First one across the finish line wins the challenge, and I got to win this week. Otherwise, I lose, and I got to suffer the first punishment. So I'm not going down, brother. I'm going first. You're going to be last.
We'll see about that. I got the Dale Earnhardt shirt on just in case. So, channel a little bit of spirit. I'm racing dangerously out here. Slow down, Chris.
You're going down, Inman.
You're going down, Kingston.
Rules, give me a thumbs up. So are you ready?
We're ready.
The race is gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Go, 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 go. Push off.
All right, Chris. Oh, no. Oh, oh yeah. Eat my dust. There's one. See you, dude. Oh. Oh, boy. Keep hitting that thing. Oh, man. He's trying to fight me off. Halfway home. Oh man, he's got the inside track. Oh, I got him. Last lap, baby.
I need a turbo button.
We only car number 43.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Thank you.
I'm going to talk to my chief.
Yeah,
team
you need to
crew
get
dude.
the pit crew
Where was
going.
the speed? I don't know what happened. I got to talk to my chief team crew dude. My car did not have the nitrous I thought it did. Where'd you get your speed from?
Yeah, boy, car was running good all week. We came around turn 3 a couple times, thought it was going to be a little bit of trouble for us, but we got the suspension how we wanted it just right in practice this week, and I think it paid off.
Unfortunately, that means that Jesse has now won 4 challenges to my 2, and that means I have to pick a punishment to serve because now I can't mathematically catch this guy.
We'll figure out where we go from here, but I don't really care about anything else. That was a ton of fun.
A lot of fun.
That was-
a lot of fun.
that
You guys
was
got to
awesome.
come here. This place is awesome.
Yes, you do. We've actually got a little award ceremony
Let's check this out, shall
taking
we?
place here. Rusty is here, and Chris, we're all winners here.
We're all
Incredible
winners
food.
here.
Yeah, and fun. I love it. Rusty, thank you so much. If you can see, I don't know if you can put that on me. The opposable thumbs. You know what, Rusty? That's
You
good.
got a big
That's
head.
good.
I don't know if it's going
That's
to fit.
good, Rusty.
Sweet. Thanks, Rusty.
Rusty
Awesome.
rules.
Rusty's awesome.
Everybody's a winner here at Incredible Food and Fun. This is how it is.
Everybody's a winner here.
Rusty's the big winner.
Yeah.
Chris, you look great.
Thanks.
All right, folks. It's time for this. Oh man! Wow. That's some serious fun there. So there we go. Updated standings 3-1. Chris, dude.
A lot of fun, Jesse. But listen, you had the fast and I was furious because believe me, watching you just smoke me like I'm a small child playing you in Mario Kart was not fun. I want to redo. I want to recount.
Honestly, I thought I was toast because I probably have like 50 pounds at least on you. And I was like, no, I'm not going to get carried very far by
Didn't
this.
help.
So,
Didn't help at all.
yeah, we'll figure out what Chris's punishment is here in the next week or so. And we'll have that for you next week right here on Put Me in Coach. Thanks for watching.